You're listening to Soundside. I'm Libby Denkman. This weekend, Seattleites will be able to buy drinks from the city's first Thai coffee shop. Nudibranch Coffee is a new business opening its doors at the corner of 12th Avenue and Madison Street on Capitol Hill. It's set to open on February 7th, where it'll start serving drinks that reflect Thailand's popular flavors and hot climate, like a tangerine iced Americano or the coconut cloud, which has coconut water, espresso, and sweet cream floated on top.
Probably my favorite right now is our jasmine latte. I feel like I don't see it a lot in Seattle menus, and it's a really light, floral taste, so it's my favorite.
That's Emily Sirisup, the CEO of Nudibranch. She founded the shop with her partner KUOW Arnesen and their friend Alex Lewis. When choosing their location, the team toured a handful of properties, but they kept falling through. Then their agent flagged the Capitol Hill location.
And this one was my favorite just because of how much it reflected all the beautiful tall ceilings and all the sunlight coming through. It was just everything I envisioned for the space, so we got really lucky.
The interior's color palette includes earthy browns, greens, and oranges. Cole says that design choice was intentional.
So in Thailand, right, the spaces are very focused on naturals. It's just kind of a product of where you are. There's a lot of brick, a lot of wood, things like that. So as much as possible, we wanted to try to bring that into this space.
In the shop's back room, an elevated platform acts as both a seating area and a stage. That's because Nudibranch plans to host low-cost community events like guest chef nights and gallery walks.
We kind of wanted to build a space that we wish we had, and so it's really focused on amplifying other people who have small businesses or are new artists, things like that.
This cafe/community space is just a few days away from opening its doors, but we were able to steal some time away from the busy owners. Emily and Cole joined me in studio recently to tell us how the vision for Seattle's first Thai coffee shop came together. So, Emily, let's start with you. How did the idea behind Nudibranch get started?
Yeah, so I've worked in coffee my entire adult life. I got into specialty coffee, and I really missed the idea of having the community around me. And I think that's something that I want to build myself and, add that to the Seattle scene. And then the name Nudibranch actually came from a lot of Seattle places name their stores after orcas or fish. And I'm a big beachcomber. So I was why don't I do something that's my favorite sea creature? So Nudibranch came to mind, and I thought it'd be a good idea to start a company based off building community and having events, but also rooting it down to my Thai roots. So I'm first generation Thai American, and I feel the Southeast Asian community here is a little bit underrepresented. So I want to have an opportunity to start that, my love of nudibranchs, and want to bring Thai coffee to the Seattle scene.
And what makes Thai coffee or Thai coffee culture different from other coffee traditions that maybe we might be more familiar with?
Yeah, so in the United States, a lot of our coffee culture is rooted in French coffee culture or Italian, where coffee is generally shipped from somewhere else. Where in Thailand, it's a little bit different, where they have a direct farm to table for their coffee shops, where that means the coffee shop owner is also the coffee farmer as well. And I think because of that circumstance, it creates a really strong sense of community and a big sense for sustainability. That's a really big focus over there.
So, Cole, how did this all come together? How did your team come together to get Nudibranch going?
Yeah, Nudibranch has been an idea for about 2 years. It started with just me and Emily, and then one of our longtime best friends and now co-founder, Alex Lewis, is also working on this project with us. The three of us came together. We spent a really long time kind of working on, the plan and exactly how we wanted the business to look. And before we ever even got started, we all were working other jobs while, just trying to build the best thing possible. And it actually helped us out a lot in the long run because it meant that we ended up with a really clear roadmap on what we needed to open. So I would argue that, we've been able to be, faster than maybe most would when it comes to starting a business like this. And I got to give some credit to Alex on that too, because, he was a lot of the work in terms of just formulating a clear idea for what Nudibranch was supposed to be before we ever hit the ground and started, flying to Thailand and getting our space and all that stuff.
Emily, you are not new to Seattle's coffee scene. You were a barista at Starbucks for years. For a city that's known for its coffee, why do you think it's taken so long to get a Thai coffee shop here in Seattle?
I think, honestly, the Thai community is just really, really small. And the thing is, we actually shipped the coffee from Thailand ourselves. We actually checked around, local roasters in the area, and they usually don't source coffee from Thailand. So we decided to go to the Chiang Rai region and source it ourselves. I think it's just kind of a underrepresented area that Seattle has explored, and we want to be the first ones to bring it here.
So does that mean, are you working with distributors there or farmers, or how are you sourcing it?
Yeah, so we actually flew there ourselves without any plan. We kind of just knew from friends and family that lived there that knew certain farmers. So all the farmers also own their own coffee shops over there. So we literally would drive to 10 different coffee shops a day to try their coffee. And we landed on this amazing partner. His name is Alexa. And he is an educator in the Chiang Rai area. He specializes in organic shade-grown coffee. So we met up with him, and our values aligned super well. And his coffee in the area was actually graded as the second best coffee in Thailand. So it was actually pretty pricey for us, to be transparent, but he just loved our mission so much with wanting to share Thai coffee in Seattle that he was willing to do whatever it takes for us to be able to ship it here.
That is so cool. So your coffee really does have a story behind it that's very personal.
Yeah, he took us up to his farm and he showed us around. It was our first time seeing a coffee farm. It was beautiful. He has, for the whole 10 years that he's owned his coffee farm, he has 7 native Thai workers that have worked there their whole life, and he gives 50% of the profit that he makes back to them.
We've heard from a lot of folks who have restaurants or cafes in Seattle that it's tough for small businesses out there. How was it? I know that you had an opening date at one point that was going to be last year, and then it ended up being this year. You ran into some hurdles. What kinds of experiences did you have as new small business owners trying to open your business, and what did you learn from that?
Yeah, no, it's very tough. I mean, in the modern era, the truth is that it's really hard to do something for the first time. It's mainly it's really, really expensive, especially just to give an idea of our situation, right? We're very young business owners. I mean, Emily's 24, I'm 25.
Oh my gosh, you guys are babies.
Yeah.
That's so impressive. Oh, wow.
Thank you. So, we don't have a lot of support. We don't have a huge financial backing. We're not sitting on a bunch of assets. And so in that situation, it's even harder because, there's a lot of expectations on the landlord and lawyer side of things and the financial side of things that you have to get right before you can ever do the fun stuff. And so, I'll be honest, when we first started this, we thought we would be open in the summer.
Yeah.
And we weren't even close. we had
You look back on yourself and you think, how innocent.
Yeah, exactly. We had to go through so many different locations and, frankly, not everyone took us seriously.
You mean lenders or landlords or who?
It was kind of a mix, but I think, landlords was a big one. Obviously the price of space in Seattle is really, really high. And so, luckily we had a great agent. We had great people around us. Basically I got to give all the credit to the people that helped us because I don't know if we would have made it otherwise. We we totally thrived off the fact that we had other people around us who, helped us avoid pitfalls or mistakes or places where we would have, there were plenty of opportunities to drain our whole, fund before we ever even got started. So people can still do it, and you can still put together a really cool business, from square one, even though it may seem like impossible or daunting at times. And a lot of people have, praised Emily in a lot of ways, close friends from the roastery or in the coffee community or otherwise, who she has straight up inspired. They're like, wow, I had no idea that you could just go do that. We've had roasters say that. We've also had all sorts of people, talk about how impossible of a feat it seems. But if we can show even just a small amount of people that, with enough motivation, you can make it happen, then, that makes us feel really whole, knowing that we've kind of made that difference and made that impact on other people.
How does it feel, Emily? You're right around the corner.
Honestly, it's a mix of emotions. It's exciting. It's honestly a lot of pressure, both positive and scary. Again, with all the overwhelming love and support that we've been getting and all the amazing compliments of you guys are going to do so good. And I'm just like, yes, I'm going to try my hardest to, I want to live up to the expectation that we will make this place great.
Is there an extra layer of pressure just because you are going to be the first Thai coffee shop and that will be, for some people, the first time they really take a sample and explore this wider world of Thai coffee?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I want to show everyone the best product we have available, and I want people to be open to trying. And I'm just nervous that I'm the first one bringing it to the city, and I have a lot of that responsibility to make sure that it's great, because I think Thai coffee is delicious, so I hope the city thinks so too.
Emily Sirisup and Cole Arnesen are the co-founders of Nudibranch Coffee. Thank you both so much for being here. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for listening to Soundside. Don't forget you can listen live on KUOW 94.9 FM Seattle at noon and 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, or anytime online at KUOW.org or on your favorite podcast app.